Good morning. We're going ice fishing and maybe grouse hunting today. A little late season grouse hunting. See how the fishing goes. That's the backup plan. I wasn't sure the lakes would be safe. We just had a warm-up period for a few days. It's had some snow, degraded some of the ice, which was already pretty horrible in my area. But the pups are loving today. They heard a red squirrel out there. They haven't let it go yet. Anyway, we're gonna target some trout in a very small lake here near my home. And we're gonna see how we can do with that. If you guys have never seen the perfect outdoor vehicle, well, here it is, folks. This old Prius has been going for a while now. Okay, maybe it's not the perfect outdoor vehicle, but let me tell you, it is very good in the snow compared to what people think. And if you don't have to go through any mud or sticky stuff like that, just a little snow like today, love the commuter car for doing stuff like this. Look at how nicely that fish and stuff fits in the back. I've got everything I need for ice fishing. Shack, extra large heater included. Probably won't use those today. And I even fit 2 dogs in the back there. All right, enough talk. We're gonna get down this hill and see if we can't get set up with something here. For you younger viewers out there, I got something that's gonna blow your mind, okay? If you've never seen one of these. Look at this bad boy. You might be asking, where's the drill? Where's the motor? Well, let me show you. You can't even believe this. Just watch. You turn it by hand. Okay, I'm obviously just messing with you. You've probably seen one, maybe you haven't. But in the early season when there's not much ice, you really don't need the drill. You really don't need the power auger. Not saying you shouldn't use it, just saying I like to carry around the light hand auger. The heck with it. What we're targeting today are brook trout. Brook trout are notorious for liking shallow, and they're notorious for following the shoreline structure. You can see here, got all these big trees that stick out. And now I just know from experience that this lake is real deep right next to shore here. And the brook trout like to get stuck up in this wood, but brook trout will usually follow the shoreline. First thing in the morning and first thing in the evening, they just followed it around, hunting something to eat. So that's what we're doing, how we're targeting them. And you'll notice that I drilled a few holes right away, only 3. But you know, if I were you, I'd go 3 to 30. But it is early season, so you don't want to drill 30 of them in a tight area because you will end up degrading the ice pretty quickly. I only got 3 inches of ice here maybe. But long story short, what you want to do is get set up, and then you want to be quiet, because if you're making noise, you are going to spook those trout. You want to get up, you want to be quiet, and then you want to start fishing smart. So I'll fast track, get us going here. I'll show you some cool things. If you ever heard of the jaw jacker or the automatic fisherman, I made some homemade versions of those. I've caught an awful lot of stock trout on them since I made them. I made them at about 1 a.m. before a fishing trip one night, just thinking, hey, there's no way I could afford those. I was in college at the time, but I said, if you think about it, that trigger could be made from a wire in about 5 seconds. So went ahead and made them. They've been working great for me ever since. Okay, so you put the rod in there like that. You set the end of it on the trigger, and you want to just have it barely caught on there. The less it's caught on your rod, the more sensitive it is. Then you take your line. Suppose I can get my hands out of the way for you. You take your line, you put it over the top. That way when the trout pushes down, it's gonna release. Your rod's gonna spring up and set the hook for you. I'm right on the bottom, so I'm gonna come up a little bit. I'm just gonna let it ride. There we go, got one. Look at that. Smaller ones are biting real good. Hey. See that, folks? Baby brook trout, what a beauty. Looked like he had all his fins. Take that for what it's worth. Probably a stocked fish from this year though. He ate it before it got to the bottom. There we go. Oh yeah. Beautiful fish. Back up, Bo. He got to keep his waxy. Hey, Bobo. Let's try a test, folks. Let's see if they'll eat that copper bait without any waxy on it. I bet they might. Oh, he came for it. I think I missed him. There we go. Oh, he came off. No waxy, no bait. You know, there we go. Bo, 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 bo. Bo, 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 bo. Oh, no, 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 no. That is a bad mistake, Dylan. I'll let him wrap around my line a little bit. It's okay, we'll get them off there. Puppies, I don't know how many times I can tell you you can't eat them. Look at that. No, those are very small, but how beautiful. And there's not a single missing fin on them, so I'm just really not sure. But I think they were probably all stocked this year. All right, well, here's the deal, folks. The fish are definitely biting, but I kind of expected that because we got a cold front coming. I guess that would be tomorrow, December 12th. Really tonight. Today's Wednesday, December 11th. And we're supposed to really dip down into some cold temps, and that's going to come shortly after dark tonight. So I figured today would be a good bite. Pre-front's always the best bite in my opinion. And here's what's going on. We've got that jaw jacker still set. These two holes here, and maybe that's 10 feet, 10 feet, 8 or 10 feet over there. And we're getting little brook trout every time they're coming up and getting they took the fathead, the waxworm, and when I reeled up that shiner to check it, one followed it right into the hole. That's happened like 3 times now. They're following the bait right into the hole. But those are aggressive little stocked fish. So we're gonna make a play for something bigger, which we might have to wait till dark and do everything right to get one of the big ones. I have heard of brook trout all the way up to 17 inches coming out of here. Could be a bigger one, who knows? But we drilled some holes further out there, and we're gonna try a shiner and a minnow out there. Keep playing around with the waxy or small minnows in here. But my thought is that a bigger fish might be waiting out there for his opportunity in deeper water. Probably will come in and follow the shoreline at dark here, but we got to get in front of him now because obviously we want a chance at him the whole time we're out here. And although I think that the shoreline, the shallows are always your best bet for brook trout in these lakes, I've made the best play I can here to try and get something out deeper. We'll try it. You can see there's kind of a smaller bay of the lake back here, but some logs come all the way out here into 12 feet of water, and then again on the other side. So my thought is there might be some biggies that follow it and then cut across this spot here and don't actually use that bay. Maybe, maybe not. All you can do is take your best chance at it. Beautiful out here though. It's snowing. It sure would be a good picture with a 20-inch brook trout, maybe with bow in it even, huh? Yeah. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Does not appear like there's much going on down here. There we go. Of course there is. Woo-hoo. Oh, didn't have to do any release on that one. Stop flipping my wax worms off though, guys. They keep flipping my waxies off because they fight so hard. Well, there was nothing marking in that hole, but he hit it the second it got down there. Now there's a whole pile of them coming. It's usually worth dropping down even if you don't mark anything, because all it takes is one to come over and clue everybody else into the fact that they're down there. Oh, there we go. Came off again. Okay. See if we can't get one to hit it on the drop down. Yep, I don't think it made it. There we go. Bobo, can you relax? There we go. And he's off. Bo loves being in fishing videos. It's kind of his favorite pastime. He coming right up to it. There we go. Oh. That's a big one, Bo. Is that going to be 5 inches? There are no shortage of these beautiful little trout in here. There we go. We got one. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that one does have some color to him at least. Look at the colors on that little guy. That's a beautiful one there, folks. Just gorgeous. Okay, let's see if our battery will last a couple minutes here so we can think about a game plan. We're probably gonna get out of here. The bite has been really good with the smaller trout, and honestly, the best chance of catching a big trout is to stay right here until dark. Probably run across this, you know, just run a set out from this shoreline so we get everything that's passing this way. But we got a shiner out there, we got a small minnow here, we got another one there. But I think Bo is insisting that we go grouse hunting for an hour before dark. So maybe we'll come back here first thing in the morning, try for a bigger trout. We'd like to see if there's a big brookie in here, but we don't know. Either way, it's been a cold but beautiful afternoon out here. Really wish one of these flags would pop before we leave and we get something good to show you, but we'll see what happens. So I'll tell you what though, folks, if you're seeing this and you're thinking, hey, my kid would really like to catch those dinky trout just like my kid does, my boy loves it. Well, if you live anywhere near me in northern Wisconsin and you want to bring your kid out here, you could make a comment and we could link up somehow, and I'd be more than willing to help you get out here and get your kid some little stocked brook trout, because it's great fun. You know, we want to catch the biggies. Maybe you don't mind either. Either way, let me know. I love to see a kid come out here and put a smile on his face catching these little brook trout.